So finding whatever we need for the practice today. Maybe a pillow, maybe a strap. Possibly a strap for the end of class today. So if you don't have a strap, then a belt or even a towel can be helpful too, just rolling up that towel and using that. And then if you use an eye pillow for the end of practice for a final relaxation, grabbing that too, making sure that's within arm's reach distance whenever we get there. All right, so finding ourselves seated in our chair, we're at the kind of front or center front of our chair. If you've got back issues, if you're dealing with an injury, if you're dealing with an illness, then you can always feel free to use the back of that chair to be sitting up against that. Otherwise, we are front and center in that chair to engage our core for this whole warm-up part. So we're sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Our feet are planted firmly into the floor. Maybe your toes are gripping the floor or the mat, whatever is underneath you. Ooh, that feels good. Maybe just going heel toe, just a few moments here, just to begin to ground yourself. Grounding ourselves into the seat of the chair, but also rooting our feet because they will be planted for a while. I thought I fixed that. My little thing comes up. It's like, restart now? No, thank you. Let's not restart that. Okay. All right. So sitting ourselves up tall. Imagine that you are stacking one vertebrae on top of the other, so lengthening up through that spine. Crown of the head is lifting towards the ceiling. Got that really good posture going on here. And let's begin by rolling our shoulders. So let's go and roll those shoulders back. So rolling that back and back and back. And you can make those shoulder rolls as big as you want. They can be as over exaggerated as you want, or maybe you are having issues with mobility and flexibility in your shoulders, maybe in the shoulder capsule or in the rotator cuff. Maybe your shoulder rolls are small or non-existent. That is okay. Listen to your body, wherever your body is able to go today. Let's go ahead and take that forward now. So rolling that the other way, rolling that forward and recognizing maybe one way feels more awkward than the other, or maybe you're experiencing some tightness in your neck, in your shoulders, in your mid back, low back, up back. So just recognition, not trying to fix, but only we're recognizing where we're feeling things at. Good, let's go ahead and shrug, shoulders up to the ears. And then go ahead and release that down. Try and imagine when you're releasing, try and imagine that your hands are weighing about 50 pounds. So add that imaginary weight to that. Let's shrug that up again. That's nice and light as we shrug. And then let's add in that weight and let those arms, come heavy down by the side. Oh. Yes, for yoga, we also have to turn on our imaginations. Shrug that up. And again, release that down. Oh, good. So we're sitting it up nice and tall. Maybe our arms are by our sides or hands can be rested, but try and keep that lengthening in the neck. And we're going to drop our chin towards our chest. So dropping that down, that lengthening in the neck will really help to that for the back, the stretching of the back of that neck. So really long neck, trying to keep our shoulders down and back. Lift that head center, eyes to sky. Good. Let's drop our chin back to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. And chin to chest. And eyes to sky. Good. Bring that head back to center and check in with that posture. So do that other posture check. It can be really easy to start to crumple and round. Lift that up. Let's lift to the right. So think about that chin going over towards that shoulder, not bringing the shoulder to the chin, but bringing the chin to the shoulder, keeping that chest open, lengthening up through that spine. The reason why we have that really good posture is because it automatically engages that core. So whether you know it or not, I feel it. but you are working your core here. Bring that head back to center, look to the left. Same thing, looking to the left, taking that chin to the shoulder, but not bringing that shoulder to the chin. So trying to keep that chest open, shoulders down and back, chin over to shoulder. Good, bring that head back to neutral, back to center. Drop our right ear towards that right shoulder, release our left arm. So with that release, because we have nothing below us, maybe you get even more of a stretch here. And let's take that right hand just above that left ear. Gentle pressure. Doesn't have to be a lot, it can be tiny. So not putting all your weight there, but just gentle pressure to get a good stretch in that neck. Let's lift that head center, woo, and then drop that to the other side. So left ear to left shoulder, left hand over towards that right ear, just gentle pressure, not a lot. Maybe you're releasing that right arm. Good. Oh, feel that on that side. And maybe you've got one side that's tighter than the other. Very normal, very, very normal. And then let's bring that head back to center. Good, roll our shoulders back, roll those shoulders forward. Let's do some half neck circles. So let's drop our chin to chest, right ear to right shoulder, chin back to chest, and left ear to left shoulder. So we've got these nice half neck circles here. Taking this from side to side. And again, just like with our shoulder rolls, you can make these neck circles as big and as slow as feels good for you. You can articulate every single movement here. Oh, I find when I slow it down, I feel it much more. I'm like, I'd rather go fast, but it's good to go slow, just to engage those traps. So those upper neck muscles right there, upper shoulder muscles right there. Good. Drop our chin to chest, lift our head to center. Let's add in that sun breath here. So let's inhale and sweep this up and exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up and exhale it out. And inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, let's clasp our hands behind us, or you can reach for the back of the chair or the seat of the chair, or you can use your strap or towel. So whatever is best for your flexibility, for your mobility in your chest and shoulders. So finding that, we've got those arms behind us. We're opening up that chest. Let's look to the left first. So let's go ahead and look left first here. And then bring that head center, and now to the right. To the right. Good, head back to center. Drop left ear, oh, to left shoulder. Feel that. And it's like I can barely drop it. Right ear to right shoulder. Good. Head back to center, drop our chin to chest. Lift that head center. And then release those arms, shake that out. Roll those shoulders back. Inhale and sweep this up. And exhale it out. Inhale and sweep it up. Let's drop our right hand to the right side of the chair, of the seat of the chair. And let's reach this over. So we've got to lean here. So we're leaning over, got our hand on the right side of that chair, keeping our feet nice and planted. It can be easy on this lean to begin to lift that left leg up. Try and keep that glute down. Try and really just allow yourself to get that nice stretch, just that nice lean here. Good. Inhale and sweep this up. As we exhale, drop left hand down to the left side of the chair, seat of the chair, and lean over to this side. Again, feet are planted. Try and keep that right glute planted as well. It can be really easy to lift that up. Just enjoy the lean here. Leaning over. Reaching over. Maybe your body isn't leaning or reaching today. That's okay. Remember, every day is different. Every day, something new. Just recognizing and working with your body on that day. Let's inhale and sweep this up. Clasp our hands. Press our palms towards the ceiling. You can exhale it here. And then we're gonna lengthen up through that torso, lengthen up through those arms. So we've got our nice sigh breath here to start to engage our nervous system. So let's inhale it deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. Good, inhale it deeply here. And exhale, sigh it out. And that sigh can be as loud as you want because you are at your own house. So you can make it super loud. Inhale it deeply. And exhale, big sigh out. Good. We're going to keep our arms up. I know you really want to put your arms down. I do too. My shoulders are burning. Keeping our arms up. Let's keep those hands up. So reaching our hands for the sky. Let's walk our legs over to the right. So walking our legs over to the right of the chair. Take our hands to the top of the seat of the chair, the back of our chair. Oh yeah, this is my favorite. And use the leverage of the back of the chair to deeply twist into this. Oh, it's our first spinal twist of the practice today. And you can twist as deep into this as feels good. Don't go to pain. So we're not twisting into pain. We're twisting into comfortably uncomfortable. We're twisting into that space that moves us forward, that comfortably uncomfortable, which gets us out of the comfortable and moves us, propels us forward. Breathe it here. Big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. And big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. So good. Oh, reach those arms back up and let's walk our legs back to center. Nice. Now let's walk our legs over to the left. Good. Our tall hands, tall arms, they go to the back of the seat of the chair, and it's that spinal twist on this side. Sometimes it takes my breath away, the spinal twist, it's so good. Breathe it here. Remember, comfortably uncomfortable, not painful. It can be very easy to get into an over twist and you're like, oops, I just threw my back out. So just going to that space where you know that you can go where it feels that good feeling, but not the painful feeling. Let's inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale here. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Good, let's reach those arms back up to center and let's walk our legs back up to center. Good. So our arms are lifted. Let's bring our arms out in front of us. We've got our stop hands here. Point our fingers down, point those fingers up. Point those fingers down, point those fingers up. Point those fingers down and point those fingers up. Let's open up our arms. We see our arms in our peripheral, so they're not way open here. They're in like a wide V. See those arms out of the sides of our eyes. Let's take our palms up, make some fists. Roll those knuckles in towards our wrists so that you get that nice forearm and hand stretch, and then an exaggerated bicep curl. So maybe your thumbs are able to go right there to your shoulders, maybe not. Again, it depends on flexibility and mobility. We've got this exaggerated bicep curl. We're going to do a seated cat and cow here. So let's go ahead and inhale, open this up, arching that back, and then exhale, round. Maybe your elbows can come together. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. Exhale and round. Inhale and open. And exhale and round. Good, let's bring the back spine back to neutral. Opening up those arms, opening that up. Palms facing down. We've got our right, let's take our right arm over our left arm and let's give ourselves a big hug. So we're going to hug right over left, fingers reaching for our spine. So maybe walk those fingers towards that spine, give yourself a nice big hug. So we are doing eagles today. We're going to do supported eagles pose. So we're getting our arms ready for that eagle later on. So give it yourself a nice big hug. Inhale it deeply here. And exhale it out. Good, let's open this up. Now left over right. So left arm top is on top. And we are walking those fingers towards the spine. So trying to get those hands to the center of the back. Give yourself that nice big hug. So hugging that. Maybe you found that one side you've got more availability or flexibility than the other side. Again, very normal. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good, opening that up. And then release that down. Roll those shoulders back and roll that forward. Very good. All right, we've got our seated sun salutation. So get your blocks ready. If you're using blocks, sitting ourselves up nice and tall, let's inhale and sweep our arms up. And let's exhale, dive it down and over, seated forward fold. Now, if you have some back issues and you need something between your belly and thighs, feel free to use a pillow or a rolled up blanket there between the belly and the thighs. We've got ourselves in this nice seated forward fold. Hands are on those blocks or on your feet or on your shins. Let's go ahead and inhale, lengthen through those arms. Oh, that feels really good. And lengthen through that back. So we've got that tailbone pointed down towards the seat of the chair, crown of the head pointed up towards the ceiling. We've got that nice long spine, lengthened spine here. Oh, good. So nice long arms, nice long spine, and then release that back into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Good. Inhale, sweep our arms up nice and big. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this here. Holding in this long arms, long spine. You can exhale as we're holding here. Let's press that right hand into that right block. And let's spinal twist open to the left. Maybe your shoulder lets you open all the way up. Maybe you're out to the side. Maybe your hand is on your lowest rib. Wherever it feels best for you. So you've got this nice supported seated spinal twist here. Don't worry, we'll do this a couple times on each side. So if you're not getting any opening here, that's okay. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale. And as we exhale, go ahead and release that and relax. Relax right there in the seated forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. You can exhale while we're holding. We're going to go on the other side now. So taking our left hand, pressing our left hand into left block. Let's twist open to the right side. Oh, both sides are equally tight today. That's always nice when both sides are feeling it. Let's breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. It is one of those days where it's forcing the air out today, and that's okay. Inhale it deeply. And exhale that, release that into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Let's hold this lengthening here. You can hold this and exhale while we're holding. Let's press that right hand back into that right block. Lift that left arm up and maybe you get a little bit more opening. I know for sure I just did. That was good. Oh yay. It gives me hope for the other side. Let's breathe it here. Inhale and exhale. And inhale. And as we exhale, we can release that down into that forward fold. Oh, yeah. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Hold this here. Let's go other side. So let's press left hand into left block. Twist open to the right. So right arm, yes, there is opening on the side. So good. I love that. And breathe. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. I don't know, the breath didn't change much, but the opening did. Inhale it deeply. And exhale that. As you exhale, go and release that back into that forward fold. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's hold this here. Hands are at our heart. Lengthen up through your spine. So think about a nice tall spine again, even taller, even longer, lifting this up. We're going to hinge and twist to the right, or left. Let's inhale it deeply here. And we're going to hinge this forward, and then we've got that nice twist. So supported seated spinal twist to the left. We're trying to get our right elbow or right tricep to our left thigh. So if you can, try not to put that elbow onto that knee joint. So no, let's not put the joints together. Trying just to get that elbow to the thigh or that tricep to the thigh, not to the knee joint though. So we've got those hands pressed together, nice seated spinal twists, and an even deeper twist, stretching through those lats, those big muscles in the back, our butterfly muscles in the back. Maybe you're looking up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're looking out to the side, not forgetting to breathe. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. Good. Let's go ahead and bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep those arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale, sweep our arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. Exhale those hands to heart. Good, same thing we did on the left, we're gonna do on the right. So try and get that spine up nice and tall, even taller. Think about the crown of the head lifting as well. Inhale it deeply here. As we exhale, hinge and twisting to the right. Now that left elbow or left tricep is trying to get to that right thigh. If it doesn't get all the way over, that's okay. Just making sure that you are on a thigh and not on a knee joint. Pressing those hands together. We've got this nice seated spinal twist here, supported seated spinal twist. I love doing this spinal twist in the chair because then we get so much more of a back stretch than we do it without the chair in our normal seated spinal twist. We're engaging the glutes as well, but right here, our glutes get to rest, and we get to just focus on that back, that low back, mid back, upper back. Good, breathing that here. And bring this back to center. Inhale and sweep our arms up, and exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. And then let's release our arms to our sides. Very nice. Roll those shoulders back and roll that forward. Good. All right, leg time. So leg and core. More core. More core. I know. I heard you crying for it. I want more core. All right. So it is our staff pose. So one of our most difficult poses that we do in chair or regular yoga is our staff pose because we have to use that core. If it's not available to you to have both of those legs out, you've got one leg out, starting off with our right. We've got our feet nice and flexed. We are not up against the back of the chair. We are still engaging that core, reaching up through our arms. So we've got this here. Let's breathe it here. Feet are flexed. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good, we can release our arms down, don't release those legs. You can hold onto the seat of that chair or hands to thighs, whatever feels best for you. Keep those feet super duper flexed. We've got that hamstring curl and our leg extension. So we're going to curl this in, trying not to touch the floor, and extend those legs out. We've got 8 of these. Curl this in and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. Pull those abs in. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. The next one, we're going to hold our extension. On this last one, hold. Good. Point those toes, flex those feet. 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 Point those toes and flex those feet. Good. Release our left leg. Scoot ourselves forward even more, keeping that right leg lifted. We've got a single-legged boat right here. Let's breathe it twice. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Woo. Very good. All right, now we get to scoot back to the back of the chair. Oh, and you get to bring that leg in. So right leg comes in. We're against the back of the chair. Yay. Give yourself a nice big hug. So hugging that right leg. Oh, that feels good. That feels really good. Let's wrap that left arm around that right leg and let's go ahead and twist it to the right. So a nice seated twist here. Breathe it here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. Good. Let's wrap that right arm around and just twist it to the left. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Wonderful. Let's bring this back to center. And it's piriformis time. So figure 4 time, hip flexor time. Let's take that ankle or foot to the thigh. Oh. And maybe your hip flexor is super tight, like mine. Welcome. Welcome. Too tight hip flexor club. All right, the ankle, if not, that's awesome. So we've got this nice figure 4 going on right here. And in this figure 4, just before we add in the breath and the movement, we're just kind of hinging forward to find where your flexibility is letting you go today for today's practice without your shoulders starting to round. So keeping that chest open, hinging this forward, leading with that chest, and maybe even leading with that chin. If you're like, I can't figure out how to lead with my chest, lead with your chin. So we've got that going on here. Oh, before those shoulders start to round. And now we're going to add in that breath and that movement. So let's sit it up tall against the back of the seat of the chair. Inhale it deeply here. As we exhale, hinge it forward and just hinging to that point before your shoulders start to round. Inhale it up tall and exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall and exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall and exhale, hinge. We've got one more time. Inhale it up tall and exhale, hinge. Good. Oh, that's very good. Very nice. And then let's go ahead and release that. We'll take it into half shoelace here. So that means we're going to take our right heel to the left corner of the seat of the chair. So we've got this nice half shoelace. Wrap that left arm around that right leg. And now we get more into that IT band, more into that outer hip, outer thigh, and that outer glute. Oh, and twist. I'm feeling it in inner thigh today too. Goodness gracious. Turning that twisting into that and breathing that. Remember, your breath is your superpower here. If you are feeling extra super duper tight, that's when it's way super important to use that deep breath. That will help to expand, to open that up and smooth everything out. Good, let's go ahead and twist it to the other side. So now twisting left, breathe it here. Inhale and exhale. And bring that back to center. Oh yeah, all right, eagle legs, and we'll add in the arms. So we're just going to cross that leg, scoot ourselves forward. Now this may be where you're going to be at for your eagle legs today. Or you're going to work on wrapping that ankle around wrapping that foot around your ankle. Or if you can't get that wrap, if you're still working on it, you can imagine that you just put super glue on the front of your foot or on the blade of your foot right here, and you can glue it to the side, the outside of that other leg where you're working on that wrap right here. But whether you're wrapping or not, we are centering our weight. We're trying to center our glutes down into the chair. So sitting ourselves up tall here, let's open up those arms right, since our right leg is on top, let's take our right arm on top, give ourselves that nice big hug, and then let's glue our elbows together, and either backs of the hands are going to glue together, or you're going to work on your wrap here. So we've got our eagle pose, we've got our supported eagle pose, wrapped or unwrapped, whatever works best for you. Sitting ourselves up tall, lengthen up through that spine, and let's go 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And one more time. Big deep inhale and exhale it out. Woo. Oh, that stretches the shoulders, stretches the legs. Let's open up those arms, release that down, and let's open up those legs, uncross that, and shake that out. Very nice. All right. So we are at the center or front of our chair. We're going to go back to that staff pose because we've got to do the other leg. So finding our staff pose on this other side. If you had one leg, now you've got the other leg, where you're doing both legs again. Let's lengthen up through this 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Release our arms down, holding to that chair or hands to thighs, whatever feels best for you. Hamstring curl, leg extension. Let's go for 8. So let's curl this in, keep our feet super flexed and extend. There's 8. Curl this in and extend. There's 7. Curl this in and extend. There's 6. Curl this in and extend. There's 5. Curl this in and extend. There's 4. Curl this in and extend. There's 3. Curl this in and extend. There's 2. Curl this in. We're going to hold this next one and extend. Hold. Point our toes, flex our feet. Point our toes, flex our feet. Point our toes, flex our feet. Point those toes, flex those feet. Point those toes and flex those feet. Good. Release that right leg. Keep that left leg lifted. Scoot ourselves forward. Single leg boat. We've got 2 breaths here. Inhale it deeply and exhale it out. And big deep inhale and exhale it out. Good. Release that. Scoot back. Hug. Hug, hug. Hug that leg in. Give that a nice big hug. Oh, that feels good. Good. Let's wrap right around that leg, twisting to the left, and breathe. Breathe it here. And let's go ahead and twist that to the other side. So wrap that left arm around and twist and breathe. and bring that back to center. Piriformis time, figure 4, hip flexor, take that ankle to the thigh, sitting ourselves up, finding where you're going to be able to go on this side before the shoulder starts around. So find that space. This side is much tighter for me today. So barely going anywhere, and that's okay. Listen to your body. Every day is different. Sometimes things happen. Sometimes you sleep weird and it makes your joints off, and that's okay. Why we do this is to equal it all out, to bring it back to balance, to bring everything back to center. All right, let's add in that breath and that movement, sitting ourselves up nice and tall against the back of the seat of the chair. Inhale it deeply here. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. And inhale it up tall. And exhale, hinge. Let's go ahead and hold this hinge for just a little bit longer. Maybe you can exhale a little bit longer, or you can breathe a couple times here in this hinge. Boy, goodness gracious. And then release that. Let's go into half shoelace on this side. So taking that heel to the right corner. So left heel goes to the right corner of the chair. Wrap that right arm around. IT band, outer glute, outer hip, outer thigh. And twist it to the left. Breathe it here. Big deep breath. Again, if you're finding in any of these poses, if you're like, I can barely breathe, that's when breathe the deepest. Try and get your breath the biggest in those times. And try and get your exhale to come out as much as you can. Very good. And let's twist it the other way. And twist that to the right. And then we've got our eagle coming up. Bring this back to center. Good. Go ahead and cross that over. And working on the same exact thing that you did on the other side. If you were wrapping on the other side, then work on wrapping on this side. If you weren't able to wrap, that's okay. Do the same thing on this side. We want to make sure that we're not stronger or more flexible on one side than the other. We're trying to bring that balance because that will lead to injury. We want to make everything nice and balanced. So center that weight. You're going to wrap, begin to wrap that, centering our weight. Spine is up tall. Arms are out. We've got our left leg over our right. So left arm over our right. Let's go ahead and give ourselves that nice big hug. Then glue those elbows, backs of the hands together, or wrapping. Again, same thing. Whatever you did on the other side, work on doing it on this side as well. Let's do that breath here. 3 breaths. Inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And inhale it deeply. And exhale it out. And one more time. Big deep inhale. And exhale it out. Good. Go and open that up. Release that down. And then let's go ahead and release those legs. Very nice. Let's move ourselves over to the left side of the chair. Bring our right leg, give our right leg that whole seat of the chair. Let's take our left leg off to the side. Now your toe might be forward or your toe might be out, just depending on how your hip joint moves and how your ankle flexibility is. If you're working on ankle mobility and flexibility, then this is the time when you want to start to like bring your toe in. If that's not your goal, then you just got that leg out nice to the side. Let's lengthen up through those arms. We've got this nice modified gate pose supported right here. Let's take that right hand to the right side of the chair, seat of the chair, and let's lengthen here. So we've got this nice, oh, that feels really good. We've got this nice lateral stretch from our fingers all the way down. to the heel of the foot or the blade of the foot, whichever is the furthest away from you, your toes or your heels. We're lengthening through that. That feels so good, Sarah. That's good. And breathe through that, lengthen through that nice lateral stretch, feeling that in the back as well. Let's go ahead and windmill this arm down and reach that right arm over. That's a good one too. Stretching laterally on that other side and breathe. Good, we're gonna turn this into pigeon. So let's go ahead and turn this. We've got that supported pigeon, hip is supported, back leg lengthened, heel is lifted. Reaching up through this. Maybe you get a slight little back bend here in the low back, maybe not, just depending on how your chair, how high the seat of your chair is, and just depending on where your flexibility and mobility are at today. So lengthening up through that, and we've got our forward fold. So first modification for forward fold, you're either on those hands or on those elbows, or you are maybe folding all the way forward towards the floor. I like to use a block here and not allowing that back leg. So our straight leg, that heel that's lifted, not allowing that to go to sleep or not do anything. It's still active and awake. So keeping that leg nice and long. We've got this nice forward fold here. Oh, such a good stretch for the hip, both hips, but for that forward hip. So we've got this modified pigeon, supported pigeon. Very nice. Good. Keep breathing. Let's go ahead and lift ourselves back up. Lengthen back through that. Reach back up through that. Very good. And then release that. All right. Let's go into our warriors. So take our right leg off to the side. Right knee is bent. Left leg is nice and long like it has been. Right knee is bent. Legs open in two. This is our proud warrior, our warrior stance. So we've got our supported warrior, supported proud warrior. Arms are out. Everything is strong here. Legs are strong here. Torso is strong here. Abs are strong. Chest is strong. Arms are strong. Neck is strong. Face is relaxed. Everything is working here. So nice and strong here. Let's go ahead and drop that back arm. Right palm up. Reverse warrior. Reaching up through this, lengthening through this peaceful warrior or reverse warrior, and breathe. Then we're going to take it into our side angle pose. So that arm goes right there to the thigh, other arm over, left arm, left bicep, right on the temple or by that ear. So wherever that feels best for you, lengthening through that. And breathe. Good. And then bring this back up into that proud warrior. Relax that face. And then release that. Very nice. All right. Supported pigeon on the other side. So let's bring that left leg to the seat of the chair. Right leg off to the side. And again, if you're working on that ankle flexibility, mobility, work on that toe coming inwards. Otherwise, you've got that ankle nice and neutral. Let's center our weight and reach up through our arms. So we're lengthening up here into this modified gait pose. Reaching. Let's take our left hand, drop our left hand to the left side of the chair, seat of the chair, and reach that over. So we get that lateral stretch for that left side. Oh, that's good too. Very good today. And breathe. Good. Let's windmill this arm and reach this over. Reaching with that left and breathe. Good. And let's change this into that pigeon. So turning that, back leg is lengthened, heel stays lifted. Nice long leg, reach up through this. So reaching up through that, maybe you get that slight back bend here, maybe not. Again, your practice is different, every day is different, but listen to your body and where your body is going today. So we've got this nice and lifted, let's take it into that forward fold. So either on those hands, on those elbows, or folding all the way forward. Again, I like to use a block here. Can't get all the way forward, but I use a block, and you can use whatever height of the block that you want. But remember to keep that back leg active. So the leg that is long and the heel that is lifted, don't let it go to sleep. Keep that lifted, keep that lengthened, and breathe. And let's go ahead and bring that back up, reach back up through that. Oh yeah. And then release that. Let's move into our warriors on this other side. So left leg, left knee is bent. Right leg is nice and straight. Finding our proud warrior. Proud warrior supported by that chair. Legs are strong. Torso is strong. Chest is strong. Arms are strong. Neck is strong. Face, relax. Relax that jaw. Relax that forehead. Good. Let's drop that back arm. Take our left palm up. Peaceful warrior. Reach for that and breathe. And from this peaceful warrior, let's take it into side angle. So taking arm by the thigh or on the thigh, other arm over, bicep, close to that temple or the ear, and breathe. And bring that back up into warrior two, proud warrior, and breathe. Very nice. And then release that. Good. All right, keeping our legs nice and wide. Grab those blocks. Take them to the inside of your feet. Right hand to that right block. Wide-legged spinal twist, opening that up. One of my favorites too. Right here. Good. Breathe that. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. And then inhale and sweep this up. And then take that down, reaching this up. Good. Breathing it here. And inhale and lift. And release that down. Good. Bring our legs together. Taking our blocks right here. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up. Exhale, dive it down and over. We're going to plant our feet onto the floor. And we're going to lift our glutes up off of the chair into our standing forward fold. So lift that up. Standing forward fold. Relax that head and neck. Good. Our legs are nice and long. Let's inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Head has been low for a while, so inhale, sweep this up nice and slow. Exhale, cactus our arms. Inhale and lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale and release. Inhale and sweep our arms up. Cactus those arms back. Inhale, lift this up. Exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, flat back, look forward. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale and sweep this up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale and lift. And then release our arms to our sides. Very nice. All right, we are going to take it down onto our backs. We will go into a modified shoulder stand, and then we'll go into final relaxation. So grab what you need for your modified shoulder stand, a block, to support blankets, whatever you need, and you'll need your chair. So let's take ourselves down onto the floor. Scoot yourself up nice and close to your chair and take your legs up onto your chair. Now, if it's difficult for you to have your legs without support, then feel free to do this up against a wall. So if you need that support, if you need something holding your legs, then go ahead and use the wall. Otherwise, we've got our legs up on the chair. Taking that block, we're going to place it right underneath our sacrum, right underneath that belt area, that back belt area. So that low back right there. And we've got our arms out, palms facing up, and we're going to go into our inversion, our modified shoulder stand, which means we're just going to lift our legs up towards the ceiling, and we've got ourselves supported here. If you have a really stiff block or stiff pillows or books, if you've got books beneath you, maybe you need a blanket covering that if that's hurting your back. Otherwise, we've got those legs lifted, and we're gonna have it just a moment or two here. It's not as long as we normally do, but any inversion is better than no inversion. So we've got our legs above our heart, our legs above our head. So good for circulation, so good for changing that mindset. So if you're having a stressful moment, like extremely stressful, and you're like, I don't know how to get out of it, throw yourself on the floor, throw your legs in the air. That will be helpful for a few breaths. We've got that inversion. Maybe you're pointing and flexing, maybe you're just holding. Maybe after the practice today, you're going to do more of this. Maybe you're like, I really liked the shoulder stand today. I want to go for like 10 minutes. Go for it. Or if you can do headstand, if you do headstand, same thing. Legs are lifted above the heart, above the head. Very nice. Let's go ahead and release one leg, release the other leg. Very good. Let's do our last piriformis stretch. Take our right ankle to our left thigh. Go ahead and press that inner thigh away. Breathe it here. And release that. Switch sides. Left ankle to right thigh. Press that away. And release that there. Good. All right, take that block out from underneath you. You can push that chair away. Grab whatever you need for our final relaxation. If you have an eye pillow, if you use an eye pillow, regular pillow, blankets, whatever you use for that relaxation, grab that. You can place that eye pillow over your eyes or the blanket, wherever you want. Let's lengthen through our legs towards one end of the room. Reach through our fingers towards the other. Really, really, really make that body nice and long. Add a few inches to your height here. Maybe imagining somebody's pulling at your wrists, somebody else pulling at your ankles. Getting that really good long spine here. Let's take a big deep inhale. And with an exhale, allow yourself to sink, to settle. Letting those feet just fall open up to the side, arms open up to the side. You've got that eye pillow over your eyes, just enjoying the heaviness on the face, the darkness. Relax your jaw. Just let that jaw fall open. That will help to relax any tension maybe that you have in the rest of your head. So relaxing that jaw will help you to relax your forehead, your scalp. Slowing that breath down, quieting that body, quieting those thoughts. You can get those thoughts back in just a few minutes, but give yourself just these moments of time where you can be, your mind can be just quiet. Still relaxing. Let's bend our knees and tuck that tailbone under so that your low back can flatten against the floor. And then let's drop both of our knees over to your most comfortable side, and then taking yourself onto your side into the fetal position for just a few breaths here. And let's slowly begin to press ourselves up, bring ourselves up, taking yourself up at your own pace. Bring yourself back into a seated pose that feels supportive and strong for you. Maybe you're back in your chair, maybe you're kneeling. Maybe you're in a simple cross leg, but lengthening up through that spine, sitting ourselves up nice and tall. Let's inhale and sweep those arms up. Bring our hands to prayer. And exhale, eyes following our fingers. Take our chin to chest. Lift that head center. Take our fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth. Take our fingers to our lips. As we leave today, let us speak words of love. Take our hands to our hearts. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Big, deep inhale. And exhale it out. And one more time, big, deep inhale. And a big cleansing exhale out. And have a blessed rest of your day. Thank you for joining me for the practice today, and we'll see you next time.